All right, we wanted to talk about what to do to drive sales in this very unusual and complex environment, and how do we go about doing that. So, the first thing that's important to understand is don't think for a moment that this is not the time to sell. I've actually seen people suggest that this is not the time to sell. I have no idea what they're talking about. The fact of the matter is, this is the time to sell. It is always the time to sell. Understand that without a pipeline, you don't have a future business. You need to focus on sales right now. That having been said, there are ways to pivot your sales strategy to strike the right tone and to identify the best opportunities. So, the first point is that your best sales opportunities are through the people you already know, your customers, many of whom may not understand or know about all the products or services you may have to offer. They're probably underpenetrated and undereducated. Your referral partners and your strategic and product and service and other partners, and your former prospects who never purchased from you, as well as everyone else who's already in your database because they've come to trade shows, they've come to webinars, they downloaded something, they requested more information. That is your treasure trove right there of relationships waiting to be pursued and leveraged. So the first thing to understand is that you already have a roadmap in front of you. It's called your existing relationships. That's where the nearest term opportunities are going to come from. The second thing to understand is sell a solution that people have a need and a desire to buy today. So think about where they're coming from. Think about their situation. We've already pivoted our sales strategy. We focused on some new geographies. We've developed some customized solutions that are quick start offerings to help people get off the ground faster. We focused more on getting a CRM system set up, and then concurrent with that, developing strategy, because we recognize that clients in the COVID-19 environment need to quickly begin to be able to communicate with their entire audience. We've pivoted many aspects of our offerings and our strategy and our packaging, our messaging, even our pricing in some cases. You should do the same. So point number one is you've got a treasure trove of sales opportunities in front of you. It's called the people you already know. Leverage them. Point number two is develop, customize, revise, reconsider, and reposition your offerings in ways that are going to make them attractive and viable to today's buying audience. You're selling to businesses. These are not discretionary purchases. These are strategic investments or necessary purchases. So stay on it, but provide them with ways to make it feasible and make it possible in this complicated time. And point number three is use tools to make this process time and resource effective. You may not be able to maintain or grow your sales force at the speed that you had previously envisioned investing in. Maybe more of the work's going to fall on fewer shoulders. So fine, use resources, use a CRM system, use sales acceleration tools, use sales enablement resources to make less friction in the sales process. And if you're wondering what on earth is sales enablement or sales acceleration, Doug, what are these tools that we're talking about? Stay tuned, because we're going to be doing more content and more webinars on these things later in May and into the summer. So 3 points in summary. Number one, focus on the people you already know. Number two, pivot your offerings to meet their current buying challenges and needs. And point number three, take time to put together and use tools that are at your disposal, digital resources and databases to make it faster and more time efficient to sell effectively. That's what it takes in a nutshell to sell successfully in the COVID-19 universe today. Thanks again. I hope you're having a great week. See you soon. Bye-bye.